Hello students, welcome to my lecture series on vector calculus. In the previous class we have completed Green's theorem in a plane and we have seen some problems also based on that. In this class we will discuss Stokes theorem. Stokes theorem and some applications of it, problems based on that. Okay, fine. So, so today we will be concentrating on Stokes theorem. Stokes theorem. Okay. So friend, let us first give what is the statement of it. Let us first give what is the statement of it. The statement of it as follows. Let S be a surface bounded by a closed non-intersecting curve. If F is any differentiable vector point function then circulation of F along that closed curve will be is equal to surface integral of curl of that vector over that surface. Okay, that means we are converting a line integral into surface integral or otherwise surface integral into line integral. So I have a surface bounded by some curve C. This is the curve C, and obviously this is the surface which has some region. Okay, so this is the surface, yes, and this will be the curve. Okay, fine. So we have to prove that line integral of F is equal to surface integral of curl of F. That's it, we need to prove. Okay, so so let us see how we will prove it. So easiest way we will prove it. Okay, so fine. Let's come down. So proof of this. So let's say F will be in Cartesian coordinates, x component, so y component and z component. So what is the del cross F here? So what is that theorem is? What is that theorem will be? Surface integration of del cross F will be, that is F1i plus F2j plus F3k dot n cap ds will be is equal to circulation of f dot dr. So f vector is and dr vector is, so dr vector will be is equal to dx I cap plus dy j cap position vector plus dz k cap. So that means when I do the dot product here, I have f1 dx plus f2 dy plus f3 dz. This is the scenario. So that means this even can be written as the surface integration of del cross f1 I dot n cap ds plus surface integration of del cross f2j dot n cap ds plus surface integration of del cross f3 k cap dot n cap ds will be is equal to, so curve f1 dx plus along that curve f2 dx dy plus along the curve c, that is f3 dz. This we need to prove. That means here is the one component, this will be equal to, we need to prove this, and second thing, this will be equal to this, and finally this will be equal to this, we need to prove. Okay, let's see how we'll prove it. So nothing I have written here, whatever is there, the same thing I have written here. So any one thing we take and we will prove the corresponding term. Okay, so for that what I'll do here, let S be a surface, let S be a surface which is such that its projection on xy, yz, zx planes are regions bounded by simple closed curves. So SBA surface which is such that its projections on xy, yz, zx planes are regions bounded by the simple closed curve. That means endante, so you mean here you can think like this. This is the xy plane, xy plane and z. Let's say I have the curve will be like this. So which is, this is the region, this is the surface. The region. This is the surface and this is the curve C. Let's see its projection. Now I am talking about its projection. So when we say its projection, it is bounded by curves. This is the curve. Okay, now okay, this is the region. So this is the region, and this region is bounded by curve. This is the curve, simple curves. Okay, fine. This is just I have shown for the xy plane. Similarly for yz plane, similarly for zx planes, we can draw like this. Okay, And once we draw the regions, then I can write the equation for it. Let's say equation for it will be, I can write z will be is equal to f of xy. Okay, so that means let let S have the equations z is equal to f of xy, or otherwise z is equal to g of yz, or otherwise z is equal to h of zx, where f, g, h are simple value continuous and differentiable functions. Okay, so these are the equations. So they either this or this. If it is in xy plane, I can take z is equal to f of xy. If it is in yz plane, I'll take z is equal to yx. I'm sorry, this will be here yx. Yz plane. I'm sorry. So that means yz plane x is equal to, then if it is y is equal to, like this. Okay, these are the equations that are correspond to. In xy plane, the equation will be this much. In yz plane, the equation will looks like this. In zx plane, the equation will be looks like this. Now let us see here. We'll prove that one by one term. We'll prove for one by one term. Let us prove for xy plane. So so now I'll take this one. Now I'll take the this one. I'll prove for the surface integration del cross f1i dot n cap ds will be is equal to curve integration of f of 1 dx. This we will prove. Right? This we will prove. So one component if I prove, then second and third component similarly we can write. Okay. First of all, we can determine the del cross f of 1 n cap. We know the del operator. So what is the del operator will be? The del operator will be dou by dou x of I cap plus dou by dou y of j cap, then dou by dou z of k cap. When I take the cross product with I will not contribute, but j cross I will contribute and k cross I will contribute. So we know that j cross product with I will be minus k cross product with I will be is equal to j. So I, j, k with I will be j with I will be minus k. So that means del cross f1 I cap, finally I have the first term will be 0, then second term will be minus k cap, then third term will be j cap. That is dou by dou z of f of 1 I cap minus dou by dou y of f of 1 j cap. Sorry, k cap. This is of k cap. Okay. So now I need this term is over. Next term will be n cap ds. So let's see here. Del cross f1i dot n cap. Dou f1 by dou z I cap dot n cap minus dou f1 by dou y I cap dot k cap. Let's see. I'm sorry. So this is n cap dot k. This is n cap dot k cap. We'll see what are this. Either you convert this into in terms of this or this here in terms of this. So any one thing will convert. So let's see how the next step will look like. So as we are taking a, so let's say this is the surface S, and at this particular point I can draw the tangent here. So at this particular point I can draw the normal also. This is the normal, this is the tangent. But tangent itself we know that if I know this position vector at this particular point, let's say r is the position vector at this particular point, then dr by dx or dr by dy or dr any in this direction. So okay, dr by dy, whatever it may be, some dr by de. in this direction. So both are perpendicular to each other. So now what I'll do here, so let z is equal to f of xy be the equation of S. So this is the S, obviously closed surface. This for time being I am indicating like this. Definitely it is a closed surface, not the open surface. So that is bounded by some curve. So then we have the position vector R will be can be written as xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. But z will be here it is f of xy, xi cap plus yj cap plus z will be f of xy k cap. So that means this and this will be perpendicular to each other. I'll take dr by dy. So dr by dy is equal to x is independent of y. This is 0 I cap. This is 1 j cap plus dou f by dou y k cap. Dou f by dou y k cap. So then I have simply j plus dou z by dou y k cap. Now I'll take the dot product with n cap. This entire quantity I'll take dot product with n cap. So that n cap I'll have, it will be 0. So n cap dot dr by dy will be dou r by dou y will be equal to 0. So with this idea will help for me, that is n dot j plus dou z by dou y, that is dou f by dou y, really speaking that is same method of z. That's for timing I'll put f only. So here also this is dou f by dou y, n dot k cap will be is equal to 0. That implies n dot j cap will be is equal to minus dou f by dou y into n dot k cap. So that's what I have written here, n dot j in terms of n dot k. If that is the scenario, then it will become simply for me. So n dot j, here extremely sorry, the term I class I will become 0, it is j will come here. It is of j. It is of j. So j dot n I am writing in terms of n dot k. J dot n in terms of n dot k. So j dot n or n dot k in terms of this side. So what I'll do now, I'll substitute this in that above equation. So now what will happen? Now, so finally del cross f1i dot n cap ds will be equal to, so that n cap will be is equal to what is that? It's in the positive term. So dou f1 by dou z. So dou f1 by dou z into minus of dou f by dou y into n dot k, then minus dou f1 by dou y n dot k. Okay, entire thing is multiplied with the dot ds, that is ds. Now here n dot k is there and here n dot k is there, I can pull out. So then it will become del cross f1i dot n cap ds will be is equal to, so if I pull out n dot k outside, then minus this side, then what I have, dou f1 by dou z dou fy dou y plus dou f1 by dou y n dot k into ds. Okay, now our aim is actually what is this entire quantity then? Then what is this entire quantity? This is okay, n dot k ds is simply dx dy. This is dx dy. Then what is this? So let us have a look here. Let us have a look here. f1 is a function of x, y, z. f1 is a function of x, y and z. Because z itself is a function of n. Now, if I want the differential element of this, how will write? df1 will be is equal to dou f1 by dou x into dx, dou f1 by dou y into dy, dou f1 by dou z into dz. Now, what happens if I do with respect to y? So this implies dou f1 by dou y I will do. So that means dou f1 by dou y will be differentiation with respect to y. So here x is independent of y. The term x is independent of y. So this term will become 0. So the first term will be 0. Then second term will be dou f1 by simply dou y. Then but z can't be 0. Z is a function of both x and y. So that's why I can put dou f1 by dou z into dou z by dou y. Dou z by dou y. Just a second. Yes. Now that implies dou f1 by dou y will be is equal to, so dou f1 by dou y plus dou f1 by dou z, but z is same method of f, dou f by dou y. So that means this entire thing whatever is here, the same thing is here. Okay, this is the differentiation with respect to y. Okay, so this is simply the differentiation with respect to y. So that means here I can write this del cross f will be, so del cross f1i dot n cap ds will be written as minus dou y of f of 1 is a function of x, y and z into dx dy. Okay, so this is what actually the final. Now we'll take the integration. So now we'll take the integration. So surface integration of this will be is equal to del cross f1i dot n cap ds will be is equal to minus integration, that is surface integration, dou f1 is a function of xyz by dou y into dy dx in a certain region in xy plane. So that means we are taking like this, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is z-axis. Let us see have a surface and its projection will be the I am taking here. So this is the region I am talking about. This is the region R and this is the surface S. This is the entire surface, its projection on here. So this will become, so you can think of like this, it is only what we'll do here, we'll do one thing, we'll apply here like this. Instead of writing like this, let me write like this. I'll utilize the Green's theorem here. That's what my main aim is. I want to utilize here the Green's theorem instead of leaving like this. So that means surface integration of del cross f1 I cap dot n cap ds will be is equal to, so set on that region, so I can put here 0 minus dou f1 by dou y into dx dy. So if I use here the Green's theorem in plane, so Green's theorem in plane can be written as here. So integration of that closed curve here. So you can put any one name for this curve here. Let us put some region, then curve will be of some C1. So in this curve C1, that is of f1 dx plus 0 something dy. So will be is equal to that region R 0 minus dou f1 by dou y into dx, so dy. That is the Green's theorem in plane. This can be written as f of 1 dx. So now what happens finally here? So I have the surface integration of the del cross f1 I cap dot n cap ds will be is equal to closed integration c1 into f1 of dx. But this closed surface R1, actually R is a part of S only. That means C1 is a part of C itself. This C is again same as that of capital C. Just like this R is same as that of S only. Okay, so Based on this, we can conclude. So we can say, surface integration of del cross F1 I cap dot n cap ds will be is equal to curve F1 dx. That's hence proved. Hence, so proved. In the similar manner, in the similar manner, in the similar manner, we can prove surface integration of del cross F2 j cap dot n ds will be is equal to F2 dy. So surface integration of del cross F3 k cap dot n cap ds will be is equal to F3 dy. So when I sum of all the left hand sides and right hand side, so then finally I'll get sum of all, I'll get the same as what we need to prove. Okay. So sum of all, then we have surface integration of del cross F dot n cap ds will be is equal to integration of closure curve F dot dr. So this is what actually we need to prove. So that's why we proved it very easily. Okay. So I hope it is very clear to everyone. Once again go through the video, it will be clear for you. This is the simplest way of understanding what is this theorem and its proof. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. We'll see some examples